Hey, this is Captain Bob.
And this is Arlo.
And again, we're from Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio, and this blog is brought to you by Battery Savers. Yeah, good friends of ours.
Yep.
Again, if you're looking to save your batteries on your vehicles or jumpstart your cars with a jumper pack, check them out.
I just bought two.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Actually, I've got hopefully a charger being sent to me.
Yeah.
But this blog, whatever you want to call it, but we like to call them blobs.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about kind of things that are you want to know all about.
Yeah.
We always tell everybody we're members of the CBnA SANS group, which is the voice to the government.
Yeah.
And we tell you to become part of it for the simple fact you want to find out what's happening in your state or your neighboring states about the laws or hot rodding or classic cars or anything that's going on about the car industry. They're the people that are going to contact you. They're going to let you know what's happening in Florida. They're going to have to let you know what's happening in California, Arizona, any place. But again, remember that these things could affect you because what starts there could come here.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
Now, the neat thing about Wisconsin, we have our own group here also too. So, not only just SEMA, check it out.
Right.
Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance Group.
Right.
It's here.
Right. It was given birth this summer by a bunch of guys who actually worked with the laws back in the 90s and even before that with street rod legalization and stuff like that. Ed and Kurt and a bunch of others and Bob and all those guys, they formed this per the incident that we had, a year ago actually. This started, we were in SEMA. You all right? You got the shirt on.
Got the shirt on, yeah.
Right there. See, that's right there.
Yeah, there it is. Ooh.
Anyways, about a year ago, there was some incidents. You're probably all aware of that. We're going to do today is give you an update of what's happening with that and what we've heard, who we've heard from. So.
Yep. Now, we've been talking with some of the state reps and things like that. They're going to be looking at kind of not changing, but defining some of the things that are going to be happening here.
Right.
And so here in Wisconsin, 220, we should maybe see some improvements that are going to be going on here, being more friendly towards the car enthusiast group as they are in other states.
Right.
That's what the state reps are going to be working at here. Now, again, becoming a member of this, not only will you receive a cool book, which will give you the state statutes, which is kind of cool. All the state statutes are in there. Mm-hmm. So this way, you'll know what's right or what's wrong if you're driving a vehicle here in the state of Wisconsin. Right. Or, I hate to say this, and nothing against our Wisconsin state troopers, our law enforcement here. They're all doing their job. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And we will state this. Sometimes we get phone calls here on the radio station, I got pulled over by this or I got pulled over by this as I was doing this. If you're doing something stupid or something foolish, it's going to happen.
Right.
I'm sorry. But if you do get pulled over because you think maybe the state statutes aren't right and maybe that officer or that state trooper is not reading them correctly, got a handy book. You can bring it out and you can say, excuse me, you're wrong.
And that's some of the things that's going to happen. You got the letter from Weltke, the legislative guy, right?
Right, exactly. Right. Oh, yep.
Okay, you got that. So what's happened is a bunch of hot rodders sat down this summer with a representative, and one of the things they discussed is we don't want to change the statute per se. That goes through assembly and all kinds of things in the state of Wisconsin. It gets really mucky-muck. But they agreed, you'll hear in a minute, is that he went to the state and said, can we at least, the verbiage in here and some of the language in here, can we clarify? Can we explain a little bit better so that not only state troopers but also us can interpret it the way it should be and meant to be? What
was sent to us was that last Friday we finally received response to an inquiry from Legislative Counsel. Mm-hmm. In reviewing the content, we believe that there is an opportunity to upgrade Wisconsin state statutes to be more welcoming to the industry as other states have done.
Right.
We'll be scheduling time with Legislative Counsel to draft legislation for modernizing Wisconsin state statute treatments of the auto enthusiastic industry.
Right.
When this draft is completed, we will contact you for feedback. In addition, I did have a follow-up conversation with the State Patrol to emphasize our concerns with enforcement techniques in the southwest portion of the state as well as statewide. So they are working for this.
They are working towards something.
And again, that's these people here that are working for that. Now, the other neat thing is when you do become a member, and you have to actually contact them, you'll get a patch, You get a decal to put on your car. You'll get a really cool T-shirt.
Well, that's extra.
That's extra. Yeah, you got to buy a T-shirt. Exactly. That's true.
I don't want them to think.
But you'll get the cool book.
You get the cool book.
And you get this, which is really kind of cool because inside there are all the state representatives that you need to contact, or all the people that you, phone numbers, emails, whatever you need, how to contact them. The neat thing is, all the ones that are in yellow are all CBnA members.
Right.
So not only are you working with CBnA, but you're working with our state also too.
Right.
So what's cool in here is you might hear of something that's happening, as we've kind of said to a lot of our listeners and a lot of our people that have listened to our show or are watching our blobs here, that if you're going to contact any of these people about maybe a law or something that's changing in the state or that you don't agree with, you need to contact them by the district or by whatever, or contact them all if you want to. Depends how many times you want to put in the phone. But contact them all and be polite. Be nice.
Yeah.
You don't want to call somebody up here at the state capitol screaming and yelling about something that's going on in your state or a neighboring state. You want to call them and say, here's my concerns I've got. Because as we always state, this is not just a bunch of cars and trucks and motorcycles riding around, but it's a complete industry.
It is. And for once, I think per this group and per us, radio show, and per you out there as well, we're coming together and gelling quite a bit and being a force to be reckoned with. But just know that that we have word from that legislative guy that they're going to go back. And by the way, from what I understand in that meeting is that these are the lawyers that look to the verbiage. They're employed by the state of Wisconsin. So it won't be us looking at this and say, word it this way kind of thing. The state of Wisconsin has lawyers on staff to support the legislative people when issues like this come up where it's not very clear. So they're going to evaluate that and get back to us. How long that's going to take, we're not quite sure. But as Bob said, 2020, we hope that everything will get resolved. And so that's the latest what's happening with the fenderless cars and a lot of things that's happening there with a lot of people being pulled over. So
exactly.
We hope to get that squared away by our spring of 2020.
So to contact them, and I'll hold this up pretty close,
right.
But there's the, if you can read it down there, contact at that website, that email. But again, you can contact them again at WSVA2019 2019 at gmail.com.
Right.
Or you can also contact, and I'm going to give his number out because we've had to do this before.
Right.
There it is, yeah.
There it is right there.
Ed Gross is a gentleman that's been really kind of pushing this forward along with Kurt. But you can give Ed a call at 414-467-0517.
Right.
And tell them you want to become a member.
Right.
And they'll contact
Or if you have
back
any
with
issues that came up per your inspection, registration, anything like that, or you have any questions, gee, is this going to work or not, Ed and his entire team will talk you through it, basically.
Now, if you have any other questions, again, give us a call.
Yeah.
There's our phone number.
There it is.
Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio.
Yep.
And we'll be able to guide you to the right people also, too.
Right.
So, again, we bring you this blob from Battery Saver. Check them out. Otherwise, as we always say here on Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio,
Be there.
or be square. We're out of here.